Hong Kong offers the fastest company registration process in Asia. Most businesses can be fully operational as quickly as within 48 hours.
But have you ever wondered why quick registration doesn't always mean a safe business start? This speed can lure you into making a rash decision that might cost you dearly, especially when choosing your company structure. Private limited companies, sole proprietorships, and companies limited by guarantee each come with unique risks and tax implications. In the next 12 minutes, I'll help you navigate these hidden trade-offs and show which structure best fits your entrepreneurial goals, so you can avoid costly mistakes. Many entrepreneurs choose sole proprietorships because they seem simple to set up. In Hong Kong, this structure requires minimal paperwork and offers pass-through taxation at 15%, which is lower than the corporate tax rate. However, this simplicity comes with a major drawback: unlimited personal liability. The owner is personally responsible for all business debts and legal actions, putting their personal assets, like savings, property, and vehicles, at risk. Imagine waking up one day to find your car, home, and savings frozen because of a single lawsuit. This is the reality for sole proprietors. For example, a small business owner in a sole proprietorship faced a lawsuit from a customer. Without legal separation between personal and business assets, the court seized the owner's personal savings, car, and even their home to settle the claim. According to research, 78% of small business lawsuits target personal assets when no legal separation exists. This statistic from a study on small business litigation highlights how most legal actions against sole proprietors don't just threaten the business, they threaten everything the owner owns. While the 15% tax rate on profits may seem appealing compared to a private limited company's 8.25% rate on the first 2 million Hong Kong dollars, this lower rate comes at a steep cost. If the business faces financial trouble, creditors can pursue the owner's personal bank accounts, property, and other assets. This risk is especially high in industries like food service, retail, or consulting, where disputes and liabilities are more common. Some business owners mistakenly believe lawsuits only happen to large corporations. But even small incidents, like a customer slipping in a store or a client disputing a service, can lead to costly legal battles. Without liability protection, a single lawsuit could erase years of personal savings. Sole proprietorships are only suitable for very low-risk ventures where the chance of legal action or major debt is minimal. A safer alternative is a structure that separates personal and business assets. Private limited companies, for instance, cap liability at the amount of share capital invested. This ensures the owner's personal assets remain protected, offering long-term security despite a more complex setup process. Nearly all foreign investors in Hong Kong choose private limited companies, and the reasons extend beyond tax benefits. This structure creates a legal separation between personal and business assets, capping liability at the amount of share capital invested. If the company faces financial trouble or legal action, shareholders only risk losing what they've put into the business. Their personal savings and property remain protected. While these advantages attract foreign investors, they come with a set of obligations you must be prepared for. Private limited companies must file annual returns, renew business registrations, hold annual general meetings, and submit audited financial statements. The average cost to incorporate is around 9,000 Hong Kong dollars. Digital company secretary services offer a more affordable option, with creation costs at approximately 7,500 Hong Kong dollars and annual maintenance at 8,200 Hong Kong dollars. Traditional services are pricier, averaging 12,000 Hong Kong dollars for creation and 11,000 Hong Kong dollars for yearly upkeep. Hong Kong's territorial tax system is another major draw. Companies pay zero tax on foreign-sourced income, making it ideal for international businesses. For local profits, the first HK$2 million is taxed at just 8.25%, significantly lower than many other jurisdictions. Beyond that, the standard 16.5% rate remains competitive. This combination of liability protection and tax efficiency explains why over 1.3 million private companies were registered in Hong Kong as of January 2020. The compliance costs are higher than a sole proprietorship, but the trade-off is clear. A sole proprietorship might save on setup fees, but it exposes the owner to unlimited personal liability. Private limited companies, while requiring more paperwork, provide a crucial layer of security for growing businesses. One foreign entrepreneur shared, "The tax savings and liability protection made it worth the extra effort. It gave my business the credibility to secure funding." Annual maintenance involves appointing an auditor, updating company records with the company's registry, and ensuring all filings are submitted on time. Missing deadlines can result in penalties, so staying organized is essential. For businesses planning to scale or attract investors, the private limited structure signals professionalism and stability, critical for securing funding or partnerships. The ability to reinvest profits without personal tax liability allows businesses to grow faster while keeping more capital within the company. Think Hong Kong's business world is only for profit-driven ventures? Think again. Companies limited by guarantee offer a unique structure tailored to non-profits and social enterprises, solving two key challenges: providing liability protection without requiring share capital and enabling tax exemptions under Section 88 of the Inland Revenue Ordinance. Unlike traditional companies, these organizations have no shareholders. Instead, members agree to contribute a small, predetermined amount, often as low as $1 Hong Kong dollar, if the company winds up, minimizing financial risk. This structure is ideal for charities, professional associations, and educational institutions, as it ensures profits are reinvested into the mission rather than distributed as dividends. Setting up a company limited by guarantee involves a few key steps: appointing at least 2 directors and 1 member, designating a Hong Kong-based company secretary, and securing a registered office in Hong Kong. Corporate directors aren't allowed, and the office must be a physical location. Proper accounting records are required, with annual audits ensuring transparency. These financial statements are filed with the company's registry, becoming part of the public record. Compliance requirements include maintaining updated records, holding general meetings, and submitting returns to the company's registry and Inland Revenue Department. While these obligations mirror those of private limited companies, the tax benefits stand out. Qualifying organizations can apply for profits tax exemption and, if approved, are also exempt from the business registration fee. Think of this structure as a safety net for mission-driven work. It protects personal assets from organizational risks while lending credibility when applying for grants or partnerships. For example, many well-known Hong Kong charities operate under this model, using its democratic governance to ensure decisions align with their mission. Surplus funds must be reinvested into the organization's objectives, making it unsuitable for traditional business, but perfect for NGOs and community initiatives. Tax exemption isn't automatic. Organizations must demonstrate clear charitable purposes, such as poverty relief or education advancement, and provide detailed documentation. Once approved, the exemption applies indefinitely unless activities change significantly. While operating costs include fees for a company secretary, registered office, and audits, the tax savings and fundraising advantages often outweigh these expenses, empowering organizations to focus on creating meaningful impact. The choice of business structure in Hong Kong is like balancing a scale: initial savings on one side and long-term risks on the other. Each structure comes with trade-offs that affect costs, liability, and operational demands, making it crucial to weigh these factors carefully. For setup costs, a sole proprietorship is the cheapest at around 2,000 Hong Kong dollars. However, it offers no liability protection, leaving personal assets exposed to business risks. Private limited companies, while more expensive at 6,000 plus Hong Kong dollars for first-year expenses, cap liability at the invested share capital. The electronic incorporation fee is 1,545 or 1,720 Hong Kong dollars for hard copy filings. Companies limited by guarantee have variable fees: 155 Hong Kong dollars for up to 25 members and 305 Hong Kong dollars for up to 100 members. Annual compliance costs highlight further differences. Sole proprietorships only require renewing the 2,200 Hong Kong dollars business registration certificate. In contrast, private limited companies face additional expenses, including company secretary services, around 2,500 Hong Kong dollars annually, audited financial statements,
4,000 to 10,000 Hong Kong dollars depending on turnover, and annual return filings, 105 Hong Kong dollars if submitted on time.
Late filings can incur penalties up to 3,480 Hong Kong dollars. Companies limited by guarantee share similar compliance burdens, but may avoid profit tax if they qualify under Section 88 of the Inland Revenue Ordinance.
Tax implications also vary.
Private limited companies benefit from Hong Kong's two-tiered profits tax system, 8.25% on the first 2 million Hong Kong dollars of profits and 16.5% beyond that. Sole proprietorships face a flat 15% pass-through tax but lack liability protection. Companies limited by guarantee pay no profit tax if approved for exemption, but must reinvest all surplus funds into their objectives. Real-world examples illustrate the stakes. A consulting firm that chose a sole proprietorship to save on setup costs later faced a client lawsuit, losing personal assets worth 30% more than maintaining a private limited company. Similarly, a non-profit registered as a private limited company missed out on tax exemptions, incurring legal fees to restructure as a company limited by guarantee. These cases show how the cheapest option upfront can lead to costly consequences later. Hong Kong's business registration takes just 48 hours, but the wrong structure can lead to years of costly setbacks. Sole proprietorships put personal assets at risk, while private limited companies provide liability protection and tax benefits for growth. Companies limited by guarantee suit non-profits, offering tax exemptions and member liability protection. Each choice impacts compliance costs, asset security, and flexibility. A rushed decision could jeopardize your dream. Download our free checklist to compare setup fees, annual requirements, and tax rates.
Don't risk regret. Take control now and secure your venture's future with the right structure from the start.